Kancha to means a field.
Rumi, can you say that again?
Okay. Kori means gold. And Kancha is just mostly Spanish word, but comes from the word Quechua. Cancha means a place of field, place of gold. Okay, because this place was for the planets and especially for the sun. And as I told you, the dynasty Uri, they did this temple, the second generations of humans. Sacsayhuaman was made by the more ancient ones. That's why the architecture is very different. It's more angles, but here you can see it's more square. But keeping the trapezoidal gates, today were resistant thousands of years here. Okay, so in ancient times, all of these temples were with plaque of gold. They were covered with gold, inside and outside. They were covered by gold. We know that very well because we have in the chronics, especially of the Spanish, they wrote about that. They say, we never found in America continent a place with so many golds. They were animals, llamas, corn, everything were with gold. It was that's why it's called Korikancha, the field of gold, or the place of the gold. I think I have here one image I want to show you, talking about this place, Korikancha, to let you know how it used to be in ancient times. Then let me show you. Must be here to Cusco. We are in Cusco. Okay, here. Okay, so this is the Sandis.
So how big was that?
It was like something like for put over there, something for put between these two buildings.
20 feet or so.
Something very interesting of this Sandis, it was keeping in the front, but here it's not possible to see very well the trident. That for me was wow, spectacular, because I will show you then one real and original image, because the small Sandis is located in one of these museums in Cusco. Okay, so I think I have here, I will show you here. Here. Okay, here. You can see in the that one is the Lemuria Sandis. The symbol. It's located also in Nazca Lines, it's located also in Greece, in Shiva, also here.
And the trident is the 3 stars of Orion's belt.
Okay,
So
the trident is the
Korikancha.
3 stars, okay? We will move here to in this room, please. We will
For you. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I want to drink this.
And they're really good as well.
Shiva, I told you, is the representation, Indian representation of who? Metatron. Right? Shiva is Metatron. And so Shiva is holding the trident because he starts out as Rama. So Rama, in the story of the Ramayana, he basically graduates by getting the divine feminine and balance and everything, and he ends up becoming Shiva. And he basically gets the Saraswati and Shakti together, right? So this is meaning also that Metatron has the connection, of course, to Enoch and Orion. And the trident is the representation of the 3 stars of the belt.
Yes. Well, so I will show you some images of possibility. Nobody knows exactly, but we know very well for the chronics, they were everything covered by gold. Okay, and the gates, they were like this. I will show you now. All of these walls, they were like this. No stones, because in the Andes there were lots of gold. I was reading a book of one mister called Jesus Gamarra. He's a good writer and very famous in Cusco, actually. He has 70 years old, and I got the opportunity to visit in his house. Like Jorge Calero is my friend also. I don't know why I have friends like that. But today we will have Jorge Calero he will give you the news. The
We have a very
conference.
special guest coming today who wasn't in our original program, but we got to meet with him when we first got here. He's the guy who's probably the most famous archaeologist right now in Peru. And he has been able to get the government to allow him to get permission to excavate Sacsayhuaman. And they found several tunnels and a vast tunnel network underneath. And of course, they have limited resources, but they're always, they just had some major discoveries that have hit kind of the media in the last 3 months, I would say. So we went with him the day before everyone arrived. And I got to spend quite a bit of time with him. We really hit it off. And he wants to get the scan project from the SAR scan in Egypt to scan the entire Sacsayhuaman as well. So I'm going to make the introduction, really because I work with the SAR scan team as well. And with him, we discovered the brain and the heart. Right? They didn't really realize that it was a brain, but it had a lot of the symbology of brain, because even the word Sacsayhuaman means to fill your head with knowledge.
It's true, and also you found, I think, that eye, no? The Horus eye. No?
Yes, the Eye of Horus is
Yes.
inside the brain, like literally inside the brain. That's why we did the activation there. And but he's going to be coming to speak. He doesn't speak English, but we'll have it translated. And he's going to come present to us what they've been finding at 11 o'clock. So after this.
And at the end almost of this tour visiting Korikancha, we will see one plaque where comes all the astronomy. It was also located in Korikancha. It was living, I was reading a book, the last alchemist in the mountains. His name was Pachacutis Alcanayua. And actually, before the Spanish, they melt this triangle, this plaque with all the symbology of the planet, Milky Way, and also Orion. That's why that when I meet Mr. Robert talking about Orion, for me was really interesting. Up the top of the triangle is Orion. For me was something, wow, we did a connection. Okay, so, and today I will explain you about this plaque. Now it's only the replica in the right side. Okay, so over there I will show you how Mr. Juan Pachacutis Alcanayua, the last alchemist of the Andes, he drew the image and he remembered us what we are doing, the humans here, man and woman's. Okay? Something else, it was also here. The drawing is as a baby because Pachacutis Alcanayua, when the Spanish were melting, he did very quick. He did like document like, but the real imagine of this, we don't know how it used to be. Probably it was more perfect. But we just got this. This is an old document. They found on the bibliothèque of the University of Cusco. Yes, they found in the really deep documents. And here you can see in the left side is Orion constellation and representing this. He's trying to mention this is Orion in the top of the pyramid. Yes, it's really interesting also this. Is the moment when I talk also inspiration of Orion. Thank you to this alchemist, Mr. Juan Pachacutis Alcanayua. Yes, I was really interested on that. I thought, oh, wow, it's simple, but over there in this plaque, it's saying everything. Okay, look now the architecture. It's really perfect. Korikancha. You can even come here and stand, and you can see the 3 windows representing also Orion. You can see perfectly aligned.
It's like the 3 windows on the Last Supper painting. Right? And also representing past, present, and future, but also representing the 3 belt stars of Orion. Because humanity is supposed to be from the central star of Orion. We come through that as a portal when we come here as a soul.
This kind of stone, just to know, is black basalt and andesite. Okay, andesite is even harder than black basalt. Okay, really difficult to carve. Almost 7.5 in the scale of Mohs. Okay, so almost 8. Okay, so these buildings are here since thousands years ago. Even when the Spanish, they saw these temples, they decided to keep it. They destroyed some of them, especially for make the main cathedral, but some of them they decided to keep it. Probably they thought, we don't gonna destroy everything. We will keep some of them because they are fantastic and they are amazing. So, and then they cover with something. Can you see this white? Plaster. Yeah, they cover with plaster in the top and they painted, like Catholic paintings, when they were living here. In the 50s, in Cusco happened a strong earthquake, really strong. Majority of the church, they collapsed. And this is the moment when the Peruvian archaeologists and the Peruvian governments, they got importance of Korikancha, and they were cleaning all the ancient paintings, and they refound this amazing work. Here, for example, here in this right side of the wall, here, you will see the smaller megalithic stone around this temple. You can see how they pick here. Just completely perfect. If you get close to this stone, you will see, you put your finger and you take a photo over there.
You think there might be patterns we're not seeing?
And this is not the most spectacular temple. The Venus temple over there
carved right
is
there. There's a
much
face.
better than this.
There's a face carved inside there, but that could be related to what the Spanish did. You see the face?
It's just a face, no?
Yeah. But this is actually identical construction technique using andesite also to what I just visited this summer in Turkey. It looks identical at a place called Ionis. And the walls that were just recently discovered at Ionis have this exact same look, made of the exact same material. So we think that there's obviously some connection there between these sites. And you see this kind of construction in other places like Japan also. So this was something that was probably known around the world at some point in time.
Yes.
But andesite, to cut andesite like this is very difficult.
What about the shape? Why isn't just like a rectangular? Why?
Because they like the look, first of all, the trapezoidal is, if you go to the Wailing Wall, right? The Wailing Wall in Jerusalem, they have trapezoidal shapes as well. And it makes the wall stronger, they believe, right? So it's a way to make it, it's a much stronger structure even than the basic square.
It's true, yes. They resisted the earthquakes. That's why majority of the church in the 50s, they collapsed, but these walls, even they didn't move it, they were here. Yeah? So we will go to the next spot, please. Follow me. You see, they look like some of them were made by what kind of artifact, like a kind of machinery. You can see. Really perfect stones.
Here, I feel like crocodile or cow again. And then there's still something more there. But that one, I can see those two.
Yeah, so right here
More
is something.
there.
What are you guys seeing here?
I'm seeing like a staff of Hermes with
Yeah,
a pine
that's right, I see
cone
a
at the
staff of
top,
Hermes
a
right
dragon eye, and like a snake coming off of it or something.
I see
And
with-
even
with
from
your
this
hand.
angle, I almost see a dragon like right there looking at me too.
Yeah, this is staff of Hermes.
And then I see a giant man walking, looking off there, and then that I thought was maybe an eye, but maybe a spaceship even, because it's just like so flying saucer shape, flying saucer
You
shape.
can see the staff of Hermes right here, and you see these all over Egypt too, going up, and you see the wings on both sides, right? And then a pine cone up at the top, right here, or maybe it's a bee, but it looks like something like that.
I'm seeing it even up there,
Keep going up.
right
yeah.
there, big old pine cone shape, right?
Yeah,
right
this
there.
looks like almost like a sword.
Yeah. So would that be the sword and the stone?
This is the hilt.
Because go down,
This would be
go,
the hilt
go
right
down
here.
right there. That's something too, and then something slithers off of it.
Yeah, it's a snake. definitely snakes.
And then that's the giant man with a face that looks off to the sky.
So it's got wings at the midpoint. That's interesting. So it's like at the solar plexus also, and then there's wings here as well.
Which Sarah Bressman Cosme's post from 4 days ago said to be focusing
On the solar plexus?
on the solar plexus.
Really? I did dinner with her last night.
Yeah. And I see and I feel an animal shape there, like crocodile or cow.
Yeah, me too.
But I can't figure
Something
it out
here
yet. Yeah.
also with these eyes.
Yeah. And it definitely extends to down there, but it's not clear to me yet, so I took photos.
Right.
But what direction is that he's looking off to?
Well, here's an iPhone. Let's go to the compass.
Okay.
I do mine.
That's west.
That's west?
Yeah, because the sun's right here coming
Okay.
in with our shadows. So it's likely west.
Okay, so north is right behind us.
So yeah, good one, man. Do the degrees matter?
Land nav.
Sure. So this wall is facing, it's not exactly southeast.
1140 elevation.
Cool.
Cool.
Good eye.
Like everywhere, sometimes the brothers they in charge to fight because they want power. Everywhere happens this. And when the Spanish they arrived, basically the Incas empire they collapsed. Cities they were burned, thousands of people they were dying. They found only in Cusco elder people, a few young people for fight probably, but no like how used to be. The civil war finished. The ancient shamans they were watching the stars. And they say, it's the end of our age. That's why some people in the south, they even were sacrificing kids because it was the end of his empire. They understood this because they saw red moons. They saw even a condor collapse in the main square. All the people say, no, this is, and the main shaman say, it's the end of the Incas, the main shaman. We call Willahuma. Condor comes in the square according to the histories were. And the full moons, they were passing around the earth. And they say, Pachacuti comes. Because we call Pachacuti when it start again a new cycle. Yeah, and then Spanish come, 176. Some of them, they were blonde. Not only Spanish comes, they come also Italians, they come from Greece, people. And then the messengers, they were watching, they were who coming. They were new for them. They come from horses, they come with weapons, they come with gunpowder. Yes, and people of the north, they thought they were new or come from the sky. People knew. Yeah, and well, they were having a lunch, and when in the lunch, they captured the Inca in the north. And the people of the south, they thought the Spanish, they were savers. They come from save his life. And the people from Cusco, they were helping in the beginning to win the Incas of the north. They were in the battles, hundreds of battles, and majority of the people, they die here with diseases, chicken pox. And the last priest, Inca priest, probably Lemurian, I know very well it was Lemurian, he said, we have to move the Sandis somewhere else. And they moved to Lake Titicaca. The legends say they throw in the Lake Titicaca the Sandis. They throw it. That's why even Mr. Jacques Cousteau, a very famous French, in the 60s and 70s, he comes with the first artifact, submarine, to explore the Lake Titicaca looking for the Sandis, because it was in the midst of everybody. Everybody used to say, the Sandis is located under the Lake Titicaca. But I'm not inventing this history. It's something it was real. They throw Lake Titicaca, and they say, when we will found again the structure of this continent will activate again. But this is still loose. This is a Lemurian Sandis. The only Sandis we have now is a replica. The Incas, they used to use as a necklace, representing the original Sandis, and now it's located in the Museum of Regional of Cusco. The same symbol has. That's why we know very well the trident is here, because the original is there. one of our presidents, he donated to the president of United States. But in 2007, I don't know why, the president from United States, they returned to Peru. That's why it's in this museum, regional museum. That's why. This, for example, again 3 and 4. It's a Nazca line. So, well, now you know. Mr. Jacques did. He went until 100 meters and Lake Titicaca. He couldn't find it. Yeah, he found other ancient ruins close to Santiago de Ojé. He found ancient ruins under the Lake Titicaca, big megalithic stones. But he couldn't find the sandis. It must be somewhere else.
Is it pure gold?
Well, according to Jesus Gamarra, I was trying to tell you over there, it's not only normal gold, has red gold also, Lemurian and Atlantean gold has over there. He say Jesus Gamarra, he say that. Yes? Okay, so yes.
I wanted to say something. Excuse me.
There you go.
So I was given a disc like that last year in Pisac. Remember?
Yes.
The one I got. And one of the store owners just gave it to me as a gift. It was pretty nice. But I was talking with Rumi, and Rumi wants to take us, for those that would like to go, to Lake Titicaca.
Which day?
No, it's far from here.
No, but what day?
No, it's going to have to be. We're going to have to schedule another trip.
Oh,
But we're going to basically announce it soon, and Rumi and his crew will take us to Bolivia and do that whole thing. We'll spend a week there. It's going to be a week-long trip. It's kind of too long to do for me. I can't do like 2-week trips, but that's why we didn't do it on these types of trips before. But next time when we come to South America, we're going to Lake Titicaca and to Bolivia, Pumapunku.
Pumapunku, wow. In Pumapunku, you will know the extraterrestrial faces of all of the people. I know very well, majority, they don't pay attention very well because they don't focus very well the faces. But over there, when you will see by your own eyes, you will see people with bear, you will see extraterrestrial, you will see elongated head. In the square temple, all the people of the world. And you will see also that the main temple of the snake, or the Milky Way, is located in the south. When you go Lake Titicaca, you see gates in the architecture, but majority of the people, they pay attention only what they see over there, but they don't see what is in the sky. That's why Lake Titicaca was made for our Milky Way. And also over there, I will prove you to the beginning and the end of our Milky Way is located in the south. You will see the big dragon. If we have the opportunity to visit, for example, the island of the sun at night, and if we are able to go outside in the island of the sun at night, you will see the reflection of the Milky Way on the sky and in the water. And I will show you the eyes of the Milky Way. One day I talked one Japanese friends, and they said, "Oh, the dragon." They say. Yes, I told you. They say there is one stone, like megalithic stone, like that, with lots of seats. 12 stones for seating. Over there, probably, Mr. Robert, he can activate this temple. It will be a pleasure. It will be an honor to stay with you and activate in this place. No, again, no. So, because over there, I think has been something with the end of the earth and the cycle of the end. It's something else over there. It's really magical.
The sacral chakra of Earth.
Yeah, and it's the highest navigable lake on the world. Yes, navigable lake on the world. It's 300 meters deep, but it's the highest navigable lake on the world. And if you understand that, means something else with the sky. Okay, there are higher lakes, no, little lakes than Lake Titicaca, but this is the more deepest lake, higher in the world. Okay, so that is dark a little bit. It's a little bit scary, has waves, it's very powerful lake. When you feel the activity over there is really, when you sleep in that island, you feel like, oh, it's really scared sometimes, or could be really good for you sometimes.
Can you swim in Lake Titicaca?
Yes. If you feel, for example, you want to lift something heavy, I think Lake Titicaca is a place where you have to do it. It's cold, but when you wake up from there, it's like you are again new. It's really spectacular. Yes, so it will be an honor if you return to stay with you, Mr. Robert, in the Lake Titicaca over there. Okay, so showing you where Mr. Yakusto also was exploring, looking for the sand disk in the Lake Titicaca.
He looked.
See,
He tried to go under.
Yeah, he
300
went.
meters.
He went already. He comes with the first submarines. He took by train in the 60s, 70s. He took from Arequipa by train in submarines, and he was the first person to. He was inside of Lake Titicaca, looking for.
Reminds me of the Arthurian legend and throwing the Excalibur into the lake, which is sort of Metatron, somehow related, it feels.
Okay. There are many cities in the Lake Titicaca. It was from the ancient ocean in South America. It was an ancient ocean according to the geologists. Here is Atlantis, here is Lemuria, and they used to meet here. And they expanded. Yeah, so that's why there are many buildings like here in the Andes, like like the Atlantan City. There is a book also of one lady from Germany. She comes before the Second World War. She comes to Peru. She was an expert in the Atlantean civilization. He wrote in his book, I read more than 1,000 books from the Atlantis. She say in his book. Her name is, the only thing I remember is Sieber. Sieber is her surname. I will let you know later. I will show you her book once I will remember in the other temple, okay? Sieber is her last name. And she say when she comes to Peru before the Second War started, some Peruvians, they were doing in the coast of Peru excavation, digging ancient temples. And when she saw the temples and all the symbology, the hue of the Atlanteans, when she saw the bull also in the symbology of the temples of Peru, she said, Carola Sieber is her name, I remember, Carola Sieber. Okay, his book is, I will show you, mira, for all of you, okay? She mentioned in her book, if somebody in Europe told me if I will find temples in Peru of Atlantis, before I come to Peru, I will think will be crazy. But when I saw with my own eyes these temples with the symbol of the bull, with the hue of Poseidon, and with all of this symbology, she mentioned, now I really believe. So I found temples, Atlantean temples, around Peru. That's why when I read this book, I was thinking also, when Mr. Robert was telling you, the bulls and the rock, is real. It's not fake. Yes, so Carola Sieber, I found it. And she is, and now I will show you her book. Thank you to one friend from the University of Arequipa, I got this book. She's a German. She decided to live in Peru. After the Second World War, she decided to come back again to Germany because Hitler was looking for her to kill her. Mira, Atlantis y Egyptians. And this is her book. It's really old book. This teach the places say in Spanish, Atlantan and Egyptians in Peru. You can read, no? So
Yeah, like
you
all
can,
sites.
all sites, no? You can
all
read.
Atlantean and Egyptian sites in Peru.
Yes, this is Carola Sieber. We show to Marisa because she speaks Spanish. She can translate. Yeah, so I was reading his book, her book also for understand all these kind of groups, to be in connection. That's why I believe in the symbology of the ancient bulls, and I know about Poseidon, I know about the islands, so because she is really good also talking about the Atlantis, okay? So thank you very much for the attention, okay? Carola Sieber, okay? So you can, I think you can find, or you can find here I have one book.
Very good.
I have one, you can get and you can take a copy. Here, for example, we can see some of the stones. This is the way how they join the stones. Inside of these walls, like in Angkor Wat, like in the pyramids of Egypt, like here, this is the way how to meet or how to join the stones using lockers. Bronze, or we don't know what kind of metals. We don't know, to be honest. Because they knew also platinum, they found also this kind of minerals they found around here. And also you can see the holes, especially in these stones. And you can see a really big hole there. You can see, yeah, this is made by this civilization. Over there you can see the stone. They put this plaque to join the stones over there.
Why is all the like a cave or windows? The shape is upper is narrow and it's like
It's trapezoidal
yeah.
shape. It's,
And even the wall also that way.
is Mr. Robert told you, is for resist the earthquakes, becomes more strong the structure. Because when you do something like this, standing up, you can destroy really quick. But if you, when you do something like that, you have more stability.
Okay. Besides that, do they have
Representing also the sun.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that was I was wondering that.
Sometimes it's this way.
Exactly. But majority of them are like this, representing the triangle.
Okay. Yeah, it's.
And on the road is like this.
But majority of the windows on the gate are like that, representing the triangle.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. I noticed that just even the wall, everything in there is have that type of shape.
It's mainly for the structure.
Okay.
It's the stability of the structure. Trapezoidal shape is much stronger.
Okay.
That's Japan, they did it the same way.
Yeah.
All the places around the world that have these kind of, and also in same, it's also true in Turkey, which we discovered there.
In Asia, I saw in one of these imperator castles, I saw the same kind of architecture. You can see the corners, they have like this shape, like this kind of walls to resist the earthquakes.
There's a spiritual reason.
Yes. Should be probably the sun, the spiritual reason.
Okay.
Should be the sun, because I was understanding, if you see this kind of window, must be the sun.
Yeah. Okay.
Because in Machu Picchu, there are lots of rocks today have this symbol. Actually, Machu Picchu, well, it's early to talk about that, no? But in the ancient times, people, they used to come to Cusco for visit Machu Picchu, only initiators. Yes, so the main picture, this is a picture. This is the meaning of picture.
Okay.
The mountain has to be really triangular to be a picture. A normal mountain, in Quechua, we call orco. But a picture is, this is the ancient picture located here. Really, there are many pictures over there. That's why people, they used to go to feel the energy of the, yes, so.
So this gateway we went yesterday, this is the gateway between Machu Picchu and Lake Titicaca.
Yes, yes. But Lake Titicaca is another really strong temple, and Machu Picchu also. Machu Picchu is mostly for the future. I understood that. Lake Titicaca is representing the past. And this Cusco is also representing this moment, but also Machu Picchu is the future because it's the condor. So that's why they were doing a big temple of the mountains for represent the father condor. The condor is really strong over there. Sometimes the condors, they don't come the whole year. They come only in equinox. And the condors are monogam animals, really spiritual. So when I see a condor, is for example, after the pandemic, when I was on the Sandaya guiding people, a big condor comes close to me, like, they're 3.5 meters, the wings like, from there to here, they should be, until here. When they open the wings, black and white, they are like. I was, wow, I took a photo of the condor over there in the first day. Sometimes comes, but only in March and September. And this is really strange because March and September are where this 12 hours day, 12 hour night. This is the meeting. Yes, it's equinox. That's why it's really sacred equinox. All the celebrations of carnivals in America continent comes from equinox. Yes, and so only the Spanish, they changed it, the meeting of equinox, and they becomes in carnivals. Yes.
Can you also explain the circumstance around when the people put the disc of Viracocha back in Lake Titicaca again? Why did they do it?
Because the Incas, or the last Inca priest, it was scared to the Spanish took that sand disc. They were melt the gold. So that's why they say, if they took the sand disc and if they melted, there are alliance to, if you melt that sand disc, they could happen earthquakes everywhere on the earth. That's why they put on the Lake Titicaca straight under the water.
The safest place.
The safer place under the Lake Titicaca. That's why lots of myths and lots of beliefs started from there. Actually, the Aztec sand disc, the Maya sand disc, are ancient copies of this real Lemurian sand disc of which is located now in the Lake Titicaca. Okay? Then when the Lemurian destroyed, many people, they say his life, they were to Asia to create the Japanese culture, to create the Chinese culture, to create other cultures, Indonesia, other cultures in Orient side. And some people, they went to create the Atlanteans. Yes, in the right side of the world, in that island. Okay, so when the island of Atlantis collapsed also, many people, they saved his life, and they went to Europe, to Greece, to Egypt, to Spain, to England, to all of these places of Europe. They were mostly Atlanteans. Okay, so here they meeting. And even happens when the Spanish, they return, again a meeting. Okay, the Spanish, they found new people with me, very rustic, I know, but when you see Andean people, is rustic, but those people is really Lemurian, really ancient people. Still, for example, the people Queros, the last tribe of the Incas, who are living about 5,000, almost 5,000 meters. When you visit his houses, they have a simple life. They just wear a poncho, chullo, and well, they mention this kind of histories also. It's not only my history. I'm not able to say, yeah, I know everything. It's the history of these people. They say we are descendants of this ancient civilization, they say. They are keeping that ancient history is what I'm telling you. Okay, so, yes? Another questions you have? Yes, remember, I know very well because I feel it like that, it's true. When you say true, the people know when it's something true. When it's lie, people know that it's not something true. I know very well because I did ceremonies, watching also the energy of people. I know very well to it. When I saw my first time, I was thinking, oh. But when I saw as real, the soul of the people and the energy, all right. Little by little to digest this kind of information, took me, but later I was understanding little by little. And now God put me probably here to share with people like you, so I feel blessed for that. Say thank you always to all of these things, okay? Because that's why I went to Easter Island also, and this is Lemurian also. Not everything, no? I'm not able to say everything is Lemurian, no? The people could be angry with me over there in the island, no? But some of them, especially the Moais today, were made by for example, the andesite or the black basalt, yes. But the other ones today were with the sandstone. No, it's made probably by them, by the modern people, by the Maoris people, they did that. But I found a really ancient wall like Sacsayhuaman. I was focusing and watching really well, and it's Lemuria. It's really Lemuria. It's really ancient, it's like Sacsayhuaman.
Even the word Moai. If you guys know Shakespeare very well, there's a play called Twelfth Night. And in it, there's a character named Malvolio, and he gets a letter over and over again. The letter basically says M-O-A-I, right? Which is basically a Freemason and Rosicrucian symbology that in the higher degrees of Freemasonry, the last 4 degrees of it, so 29th, 30th, 31st, 32nd, or sorry, the 30th, 31st, 32nd, 33rd degrees, you get each letter. So it goes backwards. It's M-O-A-I. And that represents Iaom. Iaom is a meditation called the Diamond Consciousness Meditation in Tibet. And it's a meditation practice that I do. You look at the sun when it's rising in the morning, and you look at it and you allow it to penetrate through to your pineal gland, and you say, Iaom, Iaom. Then at the end you go backwards, you say Moai. Today we do the activations, we're going to do that. So the Moai have some connection, because I know we might think that, okay, numbers, how could numbers relate to letters? And yet we see every scripture in every language has some sort of gematria embedded within it. Any ideas of how that happens? It's consciousness, right? Everything is consciousness. So what we think of as having only one meaning in one language, it actually has meanings, because each of those letter shapes, even the numbers themselves, the shape of the number 2 is an upside down backwards 5. And that means you should actually look at it from the context, well, maybe it's because 1/2 does equal 0.5. And it's a mirror. That's why it's upside down, backwards mirrored. The same thing with 4. 4 has the same shape as 7 when you twist it, right? So 1/4 is 0.25, but what is 2 plus 5? 7. So they're upside down, backward mirrors of each other. All of our numbering system has this hidden kind of symmetry within it we didn't even realize. You've been looking at it your whole life and you never probably noticed it. It's the same thing with letters. Letters are geometric forms. They have resonance. So consciousness takes all of it, right, and connects all of it, so that when the people who become more and more astute and polymathic and their eyes open, like Leonardo da Vinci said, learn how to see. To achieve a complete mind, you have to be able to learn how to balance your mind between the left and right hemispheres of your brain. Learn how to see, realize that everything connects to everything else. Study the art of science and study the science of art. And then you start realizing that everything's connected. And until then, you don't start seeing all the patterns. And the rest of the world is taught the exact opposite, right? They all have what we talked about yesterday, which is hypoapophenia, which is an inability to see obvious patterns.
Something else that I want to share with you is I will share with you, probably this should be really strong, okay? Atlantans, they were more cat people. You can see in the ears, they're really small ears. I'm really, I know that because one day we did a ceremony really deep side, and I was with my friend. I was watching my friend, he was a lion, sitting, watching everybody. Then Lemurians, they were more long ears, big. Yes, that's why Moai you can see is, yes, but in here, in the America continent, they meet. Yeah, symbology of the snake and the feline, here are really everywhere.
Cat's Eye Nebula.
Happy living.
Rumi, can you speak a bit to the initiatic path?
Happy the initiative path?
Yeah, the initiatic path. So when I was here, I understood that these different temples were where initiates would go to learn to see,
We
to learn.
are in the initiated path. Of course, little by little, we are doing day by day, understanding new things. Because if we put everything together in once, it's difficult. But at the end of the story, you will feel, wow.
Here's the funny thing. We've all been on the initiatic path our entire lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of our lives.
And you don't realize it until you can look back on it. It's hard, very difficult. It's like Steve Jobs said when he gave a speech at a graduation at Stanford. He said, you know, my whole life I didn't understand how the dots connected in my life until I could look at it in the retrospect. I couldn't see the connections.
Can you see the two faces? This ceramic is in the North Museum of Peru, Chavín. You can see two faces, snake face and feline face together.
It's like the Lemuria and the Atlantan.
We've been talking about the Cat's Eye Nebula, right? Cat's Eye Nebula, and notice yesterday the alien head had a big hole at the top. And notice also the brain that we saw at Sacsayhuaman had a big hole at the top as well. That is something about enlightenment. They put gold as an extra conductor on top of it, right?
Exactly, they put gold, yes.
So this is the Cat's Eye Nebula. And it's the merger of the lion, the white lion of Regulus, and the black snake of Antares.
That's why we are there.
Because lions don't have the same kind of slits as their pupils. Have you noticed that, right? It's only like the cats that we have as domestic cats that have those kind of slits like this. If you look close at the Last Supper painting, right, above the three windows, which we know are the three doors of Orion as well, past, present, and future, that window pediment has the slit inside of it because it represents the Cat's Eye Nebula. Cat's Eye Nebula represents the ascension, the enlightenment, right? That's when you have this, your body energy comes like a torus out of the top of your head, but then you also have the power to bring in all the cosmic consciousness in through the top of your head. That's called the Brahmanandra. Brahmanandra, the hole in the top of your head. If you feel it on your head, it's a soft spot, and it gets bigger and bigger as time goes by. You can feel it on top of my head, if you like. And it's like, I noticed it started coming out like around 4 years ago. I was asleep, and I heard this popping sound. It like literally popped, and then I got a bad bloody nose. So I got up to go, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning or something, maybe it was 1:37, probably. I got up and went to the bathroom, and of course, got some tissue paper because my nose was just bleeding like crazy. And it was from that. And I felt it come straight down my head. And it's kind of like, I guess in a way, it's like losing your virginity, the hymen. It's like a hymen right up there, right? And it's like a spiritual virginity in a way.
Now you understand why you are. Yeah.
Try this exercise. Ask yourself, when was the first time you actually entered the path of your initiation? When was the first time you actually entered your path of your spiritual growth? And I try to do that, and I go, oh, well, yeah, it was like, this was the date. And then I'm like, no, actually, it was before that. No, actually, it was before that. No, it was actually before that.
Yeah.
And you start to see how the dots connect.
Before
It's when we
this
come
birth.
in.
It's before this birth.
That's right, it's before this birth. You can just keep going back and back and back. And then you realize, wait, it's all been connected. Wait, everything in my whole life has been planned for this. And that's realizing the beauty of it all.
Beautiful, no? Now we will keep going to the next spot, the Temple of Venus. Mister? Fue más de los Atlantes, eso fue. Sí. La iglesia dominica, los primeros dominicos que vinieron a Perú. No, it's a rice.
Like it was used to like taking
This is
Lighting. Okay, so this is the temple of Venus, and can you see this symbol? Is the lightning, and here we're incrusted with gold. Okay, so lightning temple or ray temple. Yes, and well, it's not only for every day. It's only for equinox and solstice. Activate. Okay, storm temple. Because when we see the lining, what is representing for us? It's representing the power of God. You know, when a connection between the sky and the earth. Yes, the Mayas, they call the snake coming to the ground. Yes. Yeah, this is the temple for them.
And the lightning is the
Yes.
empty space?
Exactly, that's why
Okay.
they used to see from the other side that. From here. But before going inside, you can see how the stones, they are really perfectly together. This is andesite and black basalt. The corner where has been restored, that's why it's not perfectly. But here you can see these are originals. You are not able even to put nothing between the stones, no hair, no knife, no even shave, nothing. Look at that. Why is destroyed this? Because they were looking for gold. This temple was covered with gold also. You can see that. When it was not this building over there, the people were able to see the rays of the or linings through this temple. And with the gold reflection, used to be, I see here really reflecting all of this building. Okay, that is the really ancient temple, Venus temple. We're looking for in the temple of the sun becomes now of the main company, the Dominics. The Dominics is one of the more power Catholic movements in the Catholic religion. They keep this side, and that side was the main temple of the sun. It was more bigger than this. This is the child of the sun and the moon. In the left side, where now is the cathedral of the church, is what the sun. And in the right side, the moon. And who is the child of the sun and the moon? Venus. That's why Venus is the third one. Yeah, father, mother, and child. Yeah, that is the Trinity, but closer to the humans. The Trinity, really farther of the humans, Orion. But the closer one, sun, moon, Venus. Venus during the day, Venus during the night. For 6 months, Venus follow the moon. For 6 months, Venus follow the sun. That's not interesting? How is the order of universe? Yes. That's why Venus is like the child of the sun and the moon, representing as baby also. Yeah, so we call Punchao. Punchao. Punchao, yeah, it's the Punchao.
Horus.
Horus. Punchao is Horus in Egypt, no? So, yeah, he used to pass through here. With the lightning, reflection, his imagine of Punchao reflecting here.
I want to take you to Egypt, Rumi.
Same here.
He wants to go.
Pray to Punchao.
Okay?
It's like baby Jesus.
They were little idols over there, lots of little punchaos, little idols with the shape of babies. Some babies, they were here, everywhere. And now we will go to this side because I want to show you that one stone with 14 angles. This gate, well, I've never been in Egypt to be honest, but this gate, remember me, gates in Egypt.
Yeah.
especially when you see the holes
For the doors.
for the doors. Here it was a gate made by gold. To were opening for close, and you can see the system of the gates there. Really perfectly, and here we can see only one piece of rock with 14 angles. 1, 2, 3. It's one piece of block just holding the gate. No many rocks between. We can count. If you want, you can count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
One block.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's just one block over there in one of these gates. That's why the people of the church, they put this glass for protect the stones, because many people, they were trying to touch this stone. Look the perfection. According to the archaeologists, these temples, they used to shine because that stones, they were melting. We can see one of these stones still here. You come here, you can see one of these stones today where they pass machinery. It's just shining. You see through here, it's shining, and also the corners are shining like they were melted. This is real Atlantean buildings, really.
Yeah.
The cat people did that.
You know, it's interesting you said about the Atlanteans having pointed ears.
Yes.
On the King's Chamber in the Great Pyramid, on the wall, the north wall, there's the face of Osiris. I showed you guys all that, right? Face of Orion. He actually has pointed ears on it as well.
Look how the sun stones, they shine. Yeah, so kind of constellation representing the and especially not everywhere inside in the gate.
This was as it is.
Wow, this is really interesting. This imagine, no, majority of the people, they never pay attention, that they are never focused there. But they were only 12. No, this is in disorder. The archaeologists, the priests, they are trying to skip, and that's why they did in disorder. But here I have the proof. Just give me a minute. This is the Andean Zodiac. We call secles in Quechua, a system of secles. This is the Andean Zodiac. There were only 12, no like this. But can you see these symbols here? The people, when you drink ayahuasca, you see these symbols. You see the painting? It's universe connection. Universe connection. Actually, the Sacred Valley is known the Sacred Valley because there is one day, in a special day, we call Yanamayu, the Milky Way, who is aligned with the river, where tomorrow we are going to see that river and create two skies. Okay? I'm talking about the zodiac calendar. Majority of the archaeologists, they don't know also about that, so. When the Spanish, they come to Cusco, they found 12 towers around Cusco. Yes, they found 12 towers around Cusco. They destroyed, because when somebody used to talk about the astronomy, automatically you used to be murdered at that time. That's why they destroyed the 12 towers. To where? Around Cusco. There were 12, also 12 streets facing the sun way. This is the house of all the zodiac calendar. And they skip and they did this, not putting 12, to make confusing in the people.
Yeah, this says 40.
Yes, I have a document later I will show you. I can find, but it's one Inca talking with the 12 zodiac people. If you want to find it. Later I will show you, okay? Now let's talk about the other one. Well, so in the southern hemisphere, once we go to the Lake Titicaca, it will prove to the beginning and the end of the Milky Way is located there. And also, if you have an stellarium, you have this amazing app. Now we have the technology, that's why it's great to remember all the history. If you have your stellarium, you can put facing the south, and you will see the Milky Way. Look for the people. Look here. Look. We will put bigger, and I will put more light. Yeah. Look the body of the snake. Yeah. Can you see these two? Yeah. These two stars we call Yamahñawi. Over there also actually is there. You see? Yeah. This is the beginning of the big dragon snake. It comes around our galaxy.
Like an Ouroboros.
Ouroboros, exactly, Mr. Robert. Ouroboros, okay?
Exactly.
This is the Ouroboros. Here the dragon has the face of the llama.
Yes.
Yeah, has the body of a snake and the wings of the condor and the mouth of a tiger. But yeah, it's like we call Amaru. So tomorrow I will show you a really old book like that.
It's like a tetramorph.
This is the Ouroboros. Here we call Amaru.
It's another tetramorph.
Amaru, the snake to
Just
the
with their version.
The eye is Alpha Centauri?
yeah, another.
Lion, little dragon.
That's why Lake Titicaca was really important for both
Our
cultures.
galaxy.
Okay, so for both cultures, Atlanteans and also the Lemurians. That's why they did temples in Lake Titicaca together. They were really mystical temples. And this is the plaque. This is a replica.
Those towers, I saw those towers when we were in that vicinity.
That towers, they were in the top of Cusco.
The replica of the Zodiac?
No, esa es la, bueno,
The sky?
sí, ese es un símbolo místico.
So here's
que les voy a
Orion.
explicar ahora, ¿ya?
Wow.
This is the Southern Cross, I'm guessing.
That somebody has like a laser
Robert.
to explain, Mr. Robert. Can I go one moment? That's why I explain you to, we have male constellations and female constellations, not because me, because Pachacutis Alcanaiwa, okay? In the top we can see Orion, you see? This is the original paper too, we got. This is the original paper, and here you can read in the 16th century, John Pachacutis Alcanaiwa, okay, he did it. Okay, you can take a photo over there. He drew this amazing image before disappear. In the top you can see Orion. Here you can see the Milky Way. Here you can see the sun. Here you can see the moon. In this side, male energy, and here, female energy. Man and woman. Yes, man and woman. Okay, so this is like positive and negative. The constellation that is in the top is Orion, and in the south is the Southern Cross. This is the female constellation. Yeah, so representing also the Earth. The 7 stars. Yes, 7 stars. 3 Marias we call Orion in Spanish. 1, 2, 3. Eh? All right? What is saying this to us? It's like the Kybalion say, we are here.
Kybalion.
Kybalion, yeah.
Yes, Mr.
So because Hermes, he knew also that. So also the spirit of Hermes was here. I really know very well. They say we make our destiny. We make our destiny with our mind. Our mind is really powerful, and we are all the universe in once, male and woman. Here you can see the 3 mountains. 1, 2, 3. The mountains that I mentioned yesterday is Machu Picchu, Huayna Picchu, and Salcantay, the 3 mountains. Yeah, this Pachacuti Salcantay did a map of El Dorado or the Golden City. Yes, the Golden City to illuminate themselves. Here you can see the rainbow. The rainbow. Yes, here you can see the rainbow. Here you can see Malku is a tree and the lake representing the woman. Here is called Korikancha. It's a constellation to comes with the cold. Yeah, this is June. Yeah, this is winter in this side, right side, and this is summer. Yes, we are the months we are seed. The women's are water. The two together we create life.
The Matrix.
The
This
Matrix.
looks like
This is the Matrix.
It's the Matrix.
and up is the embryo on the right.
This is Milky Way, the embryo.
Where is the moon? It looks like embryo.
Moon, yeah, looks like embryo, yes. Because it's female. Moon also take the light. And actually, what you say is something new. I have to recognize. I never saw that embryo it was on the moon. And today I am watching. It's real as a baby, but it's representing the moon. Thank you, sure. Thank you for seeing. That's why we learn people sometimes to focus, sometimes new things. Yeah. Moon actually is with life. 9 months to have the baby. Yeah.
You know what I'm also seeing here? So this is the Matrix. Right? This is the Matrix, literally a Matrix. So you got the sun and the moon, you've got Orion here, and then you've got this here. This is reminding me again of a brain. Because in the center of the brain, at the point of the pituitary gland, you have the optic chiasm. It makes a shape of an X. So it connects one eye, so the left eye connects to the right brain, and the right brain connects to the left eye, right? So this is like a brain. So you've got a masculine and a feminine side of the brain. This side is the masculine side of the brain. The left brain is the masculine side of the brain. The right brain is the feminine side of the brain. It's where we have our creativity, our imagination, our intuition. It's coming there. Here is coming analytical thought, right? This is more logos. This is more pathos.
Yeah.
So it's like some sort of symbology of the way, probably they didn't even think of it that way, but it came out that way because it's just something intrinsic.
Consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
And you have 14 pieces.
Where? Oh, this is 14 pieces?
And the one that's separated, like
Wow.
the one that Tom had to apply.
So the missing
13.
1/14?
13 and then
13
on the
one
left.
4,
separate.
5, 6, 7.
There's
13.
13.
And then this is the 14th, this missing one?
The phallus.
Where's the phallus
Up,
one?
the 14, the one that's
Left.
separate.
Right here?
No, you have the 13
Here.
in the group together.
Uh-huh.
So this is the 13
Uh-huh.
that were found,
Uh-huh.
and the 14th piece.
Yeah,
that
okay,
Tom-
yeah. So,
What does means this for you? I want to
So
understand.
Cyrus.
Osiris.
Mhm.
Was cut in 14 pieces.
Osiris was killed by his brother Set, right? Supai, the
Super in Quechua.
right, in Quechua. Killed by his brother Set and cut into 14 pieces. Right? And then there's one piece missing. It was the penis. They never
The
found
last
it.
one, I think.
So Isis, his wife, gave him a better upgrade. Gave him an enhancement and
What?
made it of crystal.
Like that one up there? What is
Yes.
that? In the
You
top, off the picture.
remember me
yeah?
what is the name of this constellation?
Oh, okay.
This one right here, I don't know what is the name of this constellation, but the one constellation that does have 14 stars is Cygnus, the swan. The swan. The swan constellation, like we were talking about with Professor Alero.
Okay.
Okay. So he has to return by being made whole, right, through the swan.
Yes.
The Saraswati, which is the divine feminine. Yeah, there's a lot of 14 symbolism. Even the block that you showed us, right? The 14 angles.
The 14 angles. This-
That's right. And if you make a scale in music, you multiply 9, right, which is the recursion number, by 14. It gives you a C note at 126 hertz in just tuning. Then you just keep adding 9 to that, it gives you the entire scale.
I was looking also for the information of 14, but today, well, I am learning also.
We have 2 missing notes, right? So in music, we have C, then it goes C sharp, then D, then D sharp or E flat, right? I'm just going to do it in sharps. D sharp, then E. There's no E sharp, right? There's no E sharp. There's only F. There's no F flat. Same with, we get A sharp is B flat. B, there's no B sharp, and there's no C flat. So there are 2 missing notes. So if you include actually all of the notes in the scale, it would be 14. These are just enharmonic or dissonant notes. But they're there, and it's where the polarity flips. So it's related to the polarity.
This is relative for the polarity. But it's in the male area, no? So
It's in the male, but the whole scale becomes male and female. It's mixed, right? So you can think of it like the odd numbers are the feminine, the even numbers are the masculine numbers. And everything always remains in balance. It's just an illusion of imbalance, but everything's always in balance. This matrix thing is pretty cool, though. One.
Matrix, no?
7 by 17. Yeah. I wonder what that means.
17, no? By 7, you say?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
our
it's like a
matrix, no?
wave.
Where we are. Yeah, I thought also that must be our matrix. I was thinking. Well, majority of the guys they say this is Mother Earth, Pachamama, no? But must be something else. I was thinking matrix.
It's Emilio's birthday. He just
Because I
said
saw this
17.
symbol also. I think the people, the Masons, they have similar symbol also like this, no? The Masons.
Yes.
They have similar symbol like
Yeah,
this. I
a
was
lot.
watching a lot of symbols, and also the Masons. If you see the Masons, also imagine it has the same under the ground. Looks like the chess symbol.
Yeah.
Must be something like the chess.
Mm-hmm.
So we make our life. Our destiny is in us. So this must be saying that for us. That's why you say it's matrix.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, matrix is really sometimes scary.
Mm-hmm.
This could be probably, I was counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This should be the 7 stars.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we call Chuquichincha. Chuquichincha is the 7 stars constellation in the sky. The Pleiades. Pleiades. Majority of people here, I was reading many books talking about Chuquichincha, but they forgot of the sky. They mention mostly water god, but when Chuquichincha is up the sky, is where water comes. Now, for example, Chuquichincha is in the sky, and now we are receiving the first rains and the first also storms like in the ground.
It says here Chuquichincha, very bright animal of all colors.
That's the feline of gold.
Was brought to the birthday celebration of the prince.
Yeah, it's like the jaguar. Chuquichincha is the jaguar. And
The Lord of the Jaguars.
Exactly. When I've been in Chavín de Huántar, the guy over there, really good guy, I got there, he told me Chuquichincha is the 7 stars because in the north of Peru, there is a temple with seven water reflections. And he told me that Coricancha, in the north of Peru. That's why I know, so they were keeping this knowledge, and this must be Pleiades.
We have Pleiades here too.
Pleiades in the sky, Pleiades in the ground. Pleiades in Quechua are seeds. If you see, this is under the ground, not on the sky. They're representing seeds of life. Ellos son de arriba y el de abajo, como decir. Yo también estuve pensando, I was thinking also about that. That means be Pleiades, but later, when you read here, they say, no, this is like the Nyawing. But it's not in the sky. I was thinking, why he left Pachacutzelcanayua under the ground? And why here in the sky, and why this in the ground?
I have a question, and I might have missed it. Who is the artist?
Pachacutzelcanayua is here. Arqueólogo, unos 5 minutos vengo para mí. Marriott, Hotel Marriott, arqueólogo. ¿Cómo se llama la calle? Santa Catalina, por la iglesia. Calle Ruinas. Sí. Hay un hotel grande con algo, sí, ahí está, arqueólogo. Ahí te va a esperar el Michael, un señor Michael se llama.
Like taking in the literal, even ceiling, would this place be the representation then of the optic chasm or the pineal?
Well, the whole chi in alpha chi omega, the left brain, right? The left brain could be alpha, right? It's the linear lines. The right brain is the omega, and in the center of the optic chiasm is the chi. It's alpha chi omega. It's the brain coming into one, turning into the superconscious mind in Jungian psychology.
Like symbolism of us visiting this place on Sunday.
Finding the balance.
Yeah.
The balance between masculine and feminine is divine. So we think that we've been taught in churches, etc., that you don't want to make mistakes because then you could have eternal damnation, right? But actually, what is divine? It's not being perfectly all good. It's being in balance between the dark and the light and learning to accept these aspects of yourself. That is what is truly divine. Like I said many times, I'm not afraid of people that have darkness. Everybody has it. The only thing I'm afraid of is people that believe they have none. Right? Which is still me. It's not separate from me. It's but another aspect teaching me something about myself that still believes that there's, a path of being only light, but there's no such thing. Everything, this is the Wu Wei in Taoism. Understanding that everything begets everything else. The darkness is the light. It's not separate from it. I think we have to go, Ruby.
She want to mention
I want to
something.
mention
Okay, go
something.
ahead.
So it's like 7 by 17, which is 119.
That's right.
Which is 1 plus 1 plus 9, which is
11.
11. 11 is like 1 plus 1, and it's 2, and it's like duality. That's probably what this.
Yeah,
what
that's
this-
interesting. It is like duality. And the Matrix is duality.
Yeah.
This is like the chess.
Yeah.
Thank
Like
you.
a chess game.
We discovered something new. We discovered a baby. We discovered incredible.
Boston football.
Incredible.
Goalpost. The net. The netters.
I was trying to show you something else
It's
before
11:02
we
today.
finish. To finish, we go to there, to the right side, and then we finish, okay? Then we finish. El arqueólogo ahorita va a llegar. Está ya llegó. Va a pasar su número por la ciudad. Pero llegamos a la casa.
Rebel.
Awesome. So how do you do it? You turn the key?
It was like toilet and garden, so we live in our secret.
Perfect. Okay. Perfect. I love it. Wow. Thank you so much. Back to Rebecca.
I think Robert should repeat the photo that you did at Abbey Dose right there and see if you glow. You should stand under that light and see if you glow like at Abbey Dose.
See if you glow.
Right there. Stand right there. See if you catch an aura. I'm not Jason, but I can try.
Where's the sound?
I was just about to say, do you hear that?
Take this.
Yeah, better.
Wow, I see the Matrix. Our professor is waiting for us. Hey guys,
Way to go, right?
we have to hurry. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, that's fine. One of them almost looked like you were floating for a hot second, but it was a live video. Go. Like the live video, it's like,
Not as dark in the background as
yeah. Not as spectacular as in Egypt, but when you see the live video, it's like